Last thing that's very important to highlight here is Medicare and Cobra. We get a lot of calls from people that were retiring, laid off, whatever the situation might be, but they're being offered Cobra. Cobra cannot be primary after age 65, regardless of who pays for it. So if you're leaving an employer, you're 67 years old, they're a large employer, over 20, that's how you would get Cobra. And they're saying, we'll offer you 3 months of Cobra as part of your package to leave. Understand that even though it's not costing you anything to enroll in that Cobra plan, Medicare does not see Cobra as your primary payer of claims. So what do I mean by that? Simply using that, using an example, say for Part B. Medicare Part B covers 80% of your claims on average, and you would be responsible for 20%. If you have Cobra, but not Part B, Cobra would only address at best the 20% that Medicare does not cover, and you would be responsible to be the Part B payer. Because again, Medicare does not consider Cobra the primary payer of claims. So if someone was laid off at 67 and only had Part A would be primary and Cobra would be secondary, and that would be fine. It's just that they would not have Part B primary and only Part B secondary through Cobra, and that would put you at risk potentially for large financial claims. So it's very important that if you are offered Cobra, that you immediately address your Part B if you haven't done it, and potentially A and B as soon as possible to make sure that you get the primary payer of claims. Now, there's more information around this if you've had A and B prior to Cobra or not. Rather than go into those details, I would recommend you to call someone like us that can walk you through it. But the one takeaway would be, do not depend on Cobra as your primary payer of claims after age 65. And lastly, should you find yourself on Cobra and realizing that you should have had A and B, understand that Cobra termination, or the end of Cobra after 18 months or potentially 36 months, is not considered that same special enrollment period that you would have had when you just left your employer. And that could leave you with coverage terminating during the year, which potentially could make you wait towards what's called general enrollment period, which is in January of the following year, and you wouldn't start your actual A and B, well, Part B benefits until July of that following year. Point being, again, confusing, but extremely important that you understand, if you get offered Cobra, to not believe that that's going to be your primary payer of claims.